Oh wow, let's see. Look.
Oh, little girl, she's such a funny cat. Anyway, welcome everybody to the first, and quite possibly only, GCN podcast that we do. I am your host, the narrator of Gaming Sins. You can go ahead and call me Kid Atari, I really don't. And with me, I have my best friend and partner in crime. Go ahead and introduce yourself to the audience, people.
Hello, everyone, and I'm Mr. Mario.
Mr. Mario! Anyway, this is our first attempt at doing a podcast. It was possibly going to be our only podcast, depending on how well it goes. As you all know, we are assholes, and nitpicking is what we do, and we have quite a bit of shit to nitpick right here. First of all, we have, going for us, Star Wars Rogue One. We recently watched this. Yes, and by the way, we are starting off with movie news in this gaming podcast. Because this Rogue One trailer ties in very closely to a video game. As you all know, Rogue One trailer released a few days ago. And it's gotten quite a bit of positive feedback, as it should, because I feel like this is one of the first Star Wars movies that we've seen that feels really grounded. You know, there's no Jedi powers, there's no like lightsabers and anything like that. You know, it's just raw and gritty and to the point and whatnot. But I read an article online just before we started this podcast that correlates very closely to that. They believe that this Rogue One story, correlates very closely to Dark Forces. Now, if those of you who don't know, Dark Forces was a Star Wars game that came out about 20 years ago, and it starred one of my favorite Star Wars characters, Kyle Katarn, who is basically a rogue Jedi. To put it in layman's terms, Kyle Katarn is like Qui-Gon Jinn if he was younger and more brash, which is why I like him, because he doesn't abide by typical Jedi standards and whatnot. He just kind of does his own thing. He's a mercenary, and then he got joined the Rebel Alliance to help steal plans for the Death Star with his partner in crime, Jan Ors. Jan Ors is very closely. It's a little too similar to the main character in Rogue One named Jyn Erso. I always felt like things were it seems a little too similar. People are praising this movie based on the trailer as something original and new, when it clearly is something based off of a video game that came out years ago that, quite frankly, not a whole lot of people play. I just think it's very interesting. What do you think about this, my brother? Because you had quite a bit of reaction to this.
It felt like an actual. It felt something like I'm actually gonna take the time to watch this movie when it comes out. And the reason why is when I watched the trailer, and the feeling I got was it's gonna be really I don't want to say adulty in a way, but it seems like an actual like you were saying, grounded, very story driven, character driven. I don't have to worry too much about special effects or like the lightsabers and the lasers in the Force and all this stuff. Something that I'm actually looking forward to. Raw. Something I probably wouldn't bring a 7-year-old kid to watch.
Yeah.
It just feels that it's
not
going to be really intense.
family friendly or whatnot.
It feels like it just feels like it's going to be a very intense movie and very adult movie. So I'm actually looking forward to see how it's going to play out.
I'm just fascinated by the fact that Disney decided to nix the expanded universe, which I dare say is better than the original films. It's certainly better than the fucking prequels. I mean, I think the prequels are universally panned by fans and critics alike. But I will say, and this may seem a little treasonous, I feel like the prequels, as shit as they are, it has its bright spots. Namely, Emperor Palpatine, who is my favorite Star Wars character. There is no defense against the dark side!
Dude, it's so funny.
I fucking love Palpatine so much. I don't think he gets nearly enough credit. And I actually hope that he makes an appearance in this movie in some capacity. I don't care if it's just a cameo and whatnot. But I just find it funny how Disney nixed the expanded universe, and yet they're basically taking elements from the expanded universe and incorporating it into the movies. You know, the biggest complaint that a lot of people had with The Force Awakens is because it echoed too much like New Hope. It was too much like A New Hope. Me.
Empty.
Me. I mean, I personally didn't mind it because I liked The Force Awakens for what it was. I liked the new characters of Finn, Rey, and Poe Dameron. I really liked Kylo Ren. I feel like he was Anakin Skywalker done right. I feel like whatchamacallit? I feel like they did well with The Force Awakens. However, there is one thing about The Force Awakens that I'm going to bring up. And this is getting, like I said, this is getting into super sweaty, nitpicky territory. On the bridge, where Kylo Ren and General Hux are talking after they shot down Poe and Finn's TIE fighter when they were going back to Jakku, there was a line that Kylo Ren said that really bugged the shit out of me, and I'm really surprised that nobody's brought it up. It's when he said something along the lines of, well, I think Leader Snoke should consider using a clone army. And I'm thinking to myself, what? The fucking clones are still around? So why didn't you guys go back to Kamino and create a new clone army so they can help you search for Luke Skywalker and end the fucking Jedi and end the Resistance? I mean, the clone army in the prequels were instrumental in overthrowing the Republic and forming the Galactic Empire. Why the fuck wouldn't you go back to Kamino, create a new clone army, and help you search for Luke Skywalker, wipe out the Jedi, and then bring the First Order back to prominence? I don't understand that. Anyway, yeah, Rogue One is seeming very similar to Dark Forces, which I actually, you know, now that I've read this article about how it's so much like Dark Forces, I feel like going back and playing Dark Forces. They still have it on the original PlayStation, and I know they have it on PC. I don't know if it's on Steam though for us to download. I know that I saw Dark Forces a while ago at Bookman's, and I wasn't compelled to get it. It's probably gone now, but I could always get it for cheap on eBay. I feel like playing Dark Forces again because of this whole Rogue One stuff. But yeah, either way, we're gonna check out Rogue One when it comes out. Looking forward to it. Hopefully, it's a good movie. What do we got here? Let's do some really silly news that I brought to your attention the other day. The Spanish community is considering banning Bayonetta from competitions.
What? Why? Well, that doesn't make sense. That's
apparently, according to their logic, is because Bayonetta is overpowered.
So that's like telling someone they can't play football because they're too good, so you're going to sit your ass down and not do nothing. we can't play against you, so-and-so. You're too good. Sit down. That's stupid. Sorry, Spanish folk, and I'm Spanish too, but you suck. Buy someone that you can play against. You know, like, that's stupid.
You know, the thing that I'm considering is like,
you sure that you're the devil?
I mean, I like the fact that they're continuing to support Smash Brothers and adding Bayonetta, but I'm just here thinking, can we just get a Bayonetta 3? Thank you very much. You didn't finish Bayonetta 2, no?
No. I'm in the process. I'm in the middle of Bayonetta 1.
Yeah. Man.
I'm excited.
Bayonetta 2 was easily the best reason to get a Wii U.
If
for no other reason to get a Wii U, just to get Bayonetta 2. It's such an amazing game.
I'm excited.
I just want a Bayonetta 3. The thing is, though, like, the reason why Bayonetta 2 was Wii U exclusive is because not enough people bought the damn first game. And, you know, I just hate how a lot of people bandwagon, like, oh, I always supported Bayonetta. Well, maybe you were, but a lot of people claim to be the ones that they supported Bayonetta, but they never bought the damn game. I mean, I bought Bayonetta 1 for a PlayStation 3. Big mistake. I should have got it for the 360 because it runs like shit on PS3. But now that we got the, I was lucky enough to get the Bayonetta 2 bundled with Bayonetta 1, it runs a lot smoother on the Wii U. So, kudos to Bayonetta. Hope they make a Bayonetta 3. I'm really glad that she's in Smash Bros. When the hell does that Bayonetta amiibo come out?
There's no word on it yet. I haven't found anything about it. I mean, as we already know, the Ryu and the Fancom came out, Bob or whatever it's called.
Yeah, Rob.
Bob.
Yeah,
Rob. I think Rob and Bob is like the nickname. Like Robert, you call him Bob. It's kind of the same shit. I was close. So I think those two already came out. Bob the Builder. But I know there's supposed to be a Cloud and Bayonetta coming out, but there's no word on it yet. I would think that if I was to guess, Cloud comes out maybe around the time the new Final Fantasy comes out. Maybe that's when Nintendo might throw out the Cloud.
Oh, and speaking of the Final Fantasy remake, this is news that you're interested in.
Yes.
The Final Fantasy VII Remake is set to have episodes as long as full-length games. And when we read the article before we came online, it said that it was going to be in the same pace as Final Fantasy XIII. Now, I am in the process of playing Final Fantasy XIII, and I'm only about 20 hours into it. And if each episode is going to be as long as Final Fantasy XIII, then maybe you're going to be getting a hell of a lot more content than one would have expected. I mean, this remake has been asked for by fans for how long now? Like a bunch of years? Many years. What do you think about this, man? You're the big Final Fantasy fan here.
Yeah, I'm a big Final Fantasy fan. I hope it's the remake that I want it to be and not the remake that I think it's going to be, and there's something that's been regurgitated in high definition and done all over again.
No, they said the combat's going to be similar to like Kingdom Hearts.
Okay, cool. So, all right, I hope it's I hope it's a new story or a bit of a new story, not completely new. You know?
Ooh, new story details on this.
I love the story that they had, the original one. Now you could but I felt like there was gaps and things that could have been explained more. Maybe they add that into it, kind of elaborate more into it. I hope it's not dumbed down.
Because your big complaint with Final Fantasy 13 is because you felt like it was dumbed down and whatnot.
So if the rumor is true and it's going to be anything like Final Fantasy 13, like they said, as far as gameplay goes, it could be anywhere from 30 to 60 hours of gameplay.
Yeah, for each episode.
Each episode.
So you're basically, well, it depends on how many episodes are they going to have for this.
I hope they do this.
How long are they going to spread it out?
Yes.
I mean,
episodes?
If you pull some shit like Telltale does, you're going to have like 6 episodes in the span of 2 years.
No. You do that. That's not.
Oh man, that Game of Thrones, man, like it felt so dragged on. Like by the time I didn't even know the 5th episode came out until like a couple months ago. And apparently it came out in December. I was like, wow, you guys really fucked up on this one. Yeah. Man, they really botched that Game of Thrones one. I felt like Telltale formula. You know, your choices are irrelevant. It doesn't matter. See, what I really hope, and since I'm ranting on this, I might as well just bring it up. I really hope if any developer is listening to this, if you make this choose your own adventure shit, make sure that when you make a crucial choice in the beginning, it changes the course of the entire game for the rest of the game. That was your complaint.
I'm going to talk about it right now.
No. Tell him about your complaint about Until Dawn.
All right, so
yeah,
this is my complaint with, and I'm actually not going to play it no more. I'm actually going to give it back to you. But so I went on YouTube. And I was like, let me check out some footage on Until Dawn. Let me see how it looks like, right? So I watched this guy play through the first scene. And there's one scene when like Hannah and her sister are hanging on the cliff. And he chose both of them to let go. So they both fell off and died. So I was like, shit, I'm going to play this now. I'm not going to choose to let go and I'm going to get saved. So I chose to let Hannah die. My sister's like, fuck that, bitch. You my sister, I love you, but I'm not dying. So I let her go and she died, right? And then my fucking branch breaks. So I was damned if I do and damned if I don't. If my choices eventually infect the game in the future, then I should have at least been saved or taken and kidnapped or been eaten alive or something. But if I'm gonna die one way, I don't know. It's like those damn Goosebump books. Turn to page 4 and read this, and then turn to page 28 and read that. No matter where I go, I'm gonna die. So let's call it Until Death or Dead to Dead. Oh, there you go. Until Dawn 2. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. There you go. That should be the name of the game. That should be the name of the fucking game.
Oh man. The thing is though, I don't know if you've noticed it while playing it, your choices do matter in the sense that you can keep as many people alive as you want, or you can let everyone die.
I don't know. It's just, that
Hey, have you noticed that while playing that?
Well, I noticed like these little like the bling, these little things come up telling me that something's changed or like
the butterfly effect.
The butterfly effect. And then I noticed the characters, like they have all the name of the characters underneath that person, like an inventory thing, and it tells you whether the person really loves you or really hates you. And I know one guy really can't. He hates the hell out of me in that game. I can either, so I hope he actually gets offed. So,
who's that?
I think no, not Mike. Oh God, the black dude with the varsity jacket.
Oh, Matt.
Yeah, I knew. I thought it was something with an M. I was like, it's not Mike. Mike is the dude that reminds me of the guy from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah. He's Brett. God damn it. What's his name? I forget. Hail Hydra. All I know is Hail Hydra.
He's a dude from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Hail
That's
Hydra.
the guy from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Hydra. I can't know his name.
They'll let us know in the comment section.
Mm-hmm.
Final Fantasy VII Remake. I personally don't care for Final Fantasy, but I hope my buddy's wishes is fulfilled and that it's a remake that he's been waiting for, that a lot of fans have been waiting for, and that it ends up being fulfilling and satisfying, which I'm willing to bet in today's day and age where expectations are ridiculously high, it is going to be near impossible to meet. But here's hoping that it'll be a great game. In news that we don't really care about, Titanfall 2 released a teaser trailer, and apparently that one little bit is enough to get everybody hyped.
The sword?
But you! Looks like some fucking bootleg Pacific Rim shit. You know?
I'm not excited about that.
We are
and Gandalf, we shall not pass. And he just jams the staff on the floor.
I played a little bit of Titanfall, and I was not impressed at all. I feel like the mech combat was very clunky. I've played a lot better in better mech games, such as Armored Core, Steel Battalion. And in fact, you remember Steel Battalion when it actually had that whole set where it makes you feel like you're actually in the mech and whatnot? Yep. It probably goes for like $300 online now, but that's the kind of mech game that I wanted to play with Titanfall, where you actually have a whole fucking set. You got the controls, you got the switchboards, you got the buttons to press to fire the missiles, you got the switch to make the mech move in certain ways and whatnot. That's what I wanted from Titanfall. But no. Let's just make it a generic first-person shooter with mechs. And God, because that's new and original. The people who say that it is new and original kind of make me wonder how long they've been gaming.
I want a karate chop though.
Because Mech Warrior, we did that shit years ago with Mech Warrior on PC. and Steel Battalion, like I said, which is way better than any mech game that I've played recently. Titanfall 2, whatever. Well, let's just hope it actually has a story this time and not just, and not just complete online only. I mean, don't get me wrong, multiplayer only games can work. Star Wars Battlefront is a perfect example of it, but then again, I have my own bias. I'm a huge Star Wars fan, so that's the only reason why I'm still playing Battlefront. I feel like that game could have greatly improved, like I said in the Sins video. But I think they should have had a First Order mode where you get to, play as Kylo Ren in the Rise of the First Order. But, you know what? Speaking of Battlefront.
You got it going.
Oh, you know what? So I read some comments on that video that are like, well, how come you want to play as Jabba the Hutt? How the hell does that work? Use your fucking imagination. Will you please? Use your fucking imagination as to how Jabba the Hutt will work. Here's what I would do. I would give him an extra bar of health, because, he's going to be moving slow, so it's going to be hard to, maneuver around. I would have him have a fucking hut charge, kind of like how Han Solo does with his running charge. Just go. I would have a button where he would summon a Rancor. And then he would go into like a little shell and whatnot, so he would be invulnerable. You could play as the Rancor, and they just go fucking ham on everybody, just stomp them, grab them, eat them up like they do in Return of the Jedi. And what was the other one? The other attack would be like a close range, where if he gets close to you, he would grab you and then fucking eat you, like he did with the slug.
Yeah, he could slither like a slug, and you see the little slimy ass trail in the back, like a slug moving.
And then once he kills like Luke Skywalker or anything, he would do like that silly Jedi, and then taunt him like that.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's what I would have had with Jabba.
I would have had Chewie.
Yeah.
Chewbacca.
Yeah.
With his big ass cross rifle, with his crossbow gun,
Yeah,
and he had this close melee thing called Wookiee Rage. And it's like whacking the shit out of you, ripping you apart.
And also, what was that other comment that really bugged me? Oh, they're only focusing on the original trilogy. I don't give a fuck what EA and DICE want with the original trilogy. I'm telling you what would make a better Star Wars game. You would include all characters from all eras. Doesn't matter if it was the expanded universe, if it was the prequels, if it was the Clone Wars, or if it was just the original trilogy. I want all these characters in a Star Wars game to make the ultimate hero package.
Darth
Hero
Maul.
and villains package.
Darth Maul would be good. General Grievous.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all those characters.
Hey, throw the Jawas in that shit.
Mm-hmm.
The Jawas in
Oh
that
yeah, you want to play the there are the Jawas.
Well, but you can't play as a Jawa.
Yeah.
You could, and all I heard was what the hell was that? And then some little brown shit comes running across the stream. It's like, holy shit, it's a cockroach. And it's out running across the stream. But you play as a Jawa, you make him extra small, which means that it makes it harder for him to get shot at.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that would be the other thing with Yoda. He would just move like super fast, like
Flipping around.
gun.
Yeah.
Nigh impossible to kill. You would think he's easy to kill because he's a little green fellow. But I would have Yoda just move like super fast, like 3 times as fast as everybody else. Mm-hmm. And then just have him like do spinning attacks like he does in the prequels, and have like when he's battling Palpatine and he tries to do the lightning attack, I would just have him like a counter attack like he does in the prequels, just like and then woo.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
Yeah, Star Wars Battlefront could have been it could have been way better game. The stuff that I put in the Sims video are just suggestions to make it better. I don't give a fuck what EA and DICE says, okay? That's my opinion on it. In news that you would like to talk about that's got you interested, the new God of War concept reveals that Kratos could be going against Norse gods instead of Greek gods, since he pretty much killed all of them in God of War 3. Yeah, if you haven't played God of War by now, too bad.
So sad.
Yeah, Kratos killed Zeus, the god of all gods in Greek mythology, so it only makes sense that he goes towards the new gods, more powerful gods that I think.
Yeah, I hope they don't fuck it up. You know, and what I mean by that is, alright, so I don't know how familiar everyone is with Norse tradition, but there is, like they said, 9 worlds. There is 9 worlds within. There's Midgard, Isgard, Asgard. There's different worlds within the whole Norse tradition and belief. There are Norse gods. You got Odin, you got Freya, you got Frey, you got Tyr, you got Thor, and not the Marvel character Thor, the actual Norse Thor. You have all types. You got Hel, or Stahil, whatever her name is. Yeah, Hel, because it was from Hell. That's another side story back then. So each god does something different, as we all know, like the Roman gods, Greek gods, all gods. But I just hope they don't make Thor a bad god. I can see Odin being a bad god because there's 2 sides to Odin. Odin's like a coin, and he's a good side to him, and it's a bad side to him. Thor is a particular god in Norse tradition that follows the belief of thunder god, as we already know, but he's also the god of fertility. A lot of farmers, a lot of common men believed in Thor, and to this day, some people still do. In that region of the world, because of how he is the god of the common man. He likes to party, he likes to drink, he likes fertility and the farmland and everything. But to make Thor a villain in this particular game would be the most stupidest thing you could, I think, in my opinion, you can do. I can see them making, like, and you had a good idea behind it. Make Kratos the villain and let us play as the Norse god trying to stop Kratos.
Yeah, from starting the tradition. Yep.
You can make Kratos go against the Greek god. The Norse gods, and make a mistake so bad that he needs to enlist the help of the actual Norse god Thor and some of the other ones to help him, and you can kind of switch back and forth from Thor and Freya, Thor and Tyr, Thor and Kratos back and forth. But to have him go through the Greek gods, kill them all, he's gonna go through the Norse god, which in my opinion the Norse god is much stronger than the gods before, because as any generation goes, it gets better and better and better. Now, whether you think the Greek gods are stronger than the Roman, and the Roman is stronger than the Norse, that's everyone's own belief. But then after he's done with the Norse, who's going to go against the Egyptian gods?
Yeah, the Egyptian gods.
That doesn't make sense because the Egyptians
yeah.
would have been before the Norse gods. And then what you gonna do? You're gonna go against the Asian gods. You know, they have their own gods. You're gonna go against.
You're gonna go against Jesus himself.
And the archangels. Like, what is it gonna be called? God of War 5 Jerusalem.
I mean, they're gonna milk the franchise till it's got nothing left. So you might as well go all the way.
No, once you talk about Jerusalem and Jesus, you got those social justice warriors. We're done. They ain't letting that game come out. No, but I think they do. I hope they do it right. I want to see them incorporate runes. Runes were a type of alphabet or language back in during the Norse edition, but they was also used for divination, a lot of magical purposes that they used it for. So I think that'd be a good thing to do. If they're gonna introduce us into the 9 worlds of the Norse tradition, then we already know. Like I said, Midgard is. It's funny because every time I'm thinking of Midgard, this is what this is right here.
That's right.
This is Midgard right there. But I'm looking at the screen of Final Fantasy VII of the Midgard. Midgard is Earth. That's where we're at right now technically. And then you got Isgard, and then you got Asgard, which is where the actual Norse gods believe. And so that'll be interesting to see. You know, maybe see the World Tree. And that's what Odin got the runes from. Maybe see the underworld, see the serpent the serpent, the infinite knot, the serpent. So it'd be interesting to see what they do and if they follow the actual myths and actual story to a T, or if they're gonna just completely fuck it up and make Thor have black hair when Thor is supposed to have red hair. It's a Norse. People who are from that region are gingers. They have red hair. Thor should not have blonde hair. That's my beef with the Marvel movie. Thor is arrogant. He likes to drink. Thor is a good-looking dude, and he's strong. They got kind of those things right, but I don't know. Let's see. I have high expectations for this game, and I'm actually gonna let you guys play it and tell me how it is before I buy it.
That's good. Speaking of Thor and the Marvel characters, we recently watched the new Civil War trailer, and I'm thinking to myself, why? I mean, you already showed Spider-Man. I'm sold. Okay, I was sold. The moment they had the first trailer, as soon as they announced it, I was sold. You're gonna have Black Panther in this? Hell yes, let's go. Spider-Man, finally?
On the ruse!
I was like, man, this shit is dope. But yeah, we all knew that Spider-Man was gonna be in it. You didn't need to show it, but I understand the general movie-going audience who knows nothing about the online world that we know of was like, oh, Spider-Man's gonna be in this? Well, I guess I'll go out and see it now. I mean, I was already sold.
I'm excited for Scarlet Witch. That's what I want to see. I want a solely Scarlet Witch movie where I can just watch nothing but Scarlet Witch on it.
Yeah, I wonder why.
She's hot. How Black Widow.
He's talking bad about Black Widow. Oh my God! You don't talk about Scarlett Johansson.
Yes,
she's my babe. She's my future wife.
She ain't gonna be no one's future wife. So, all right, trust me, she ain't gonna be nobody's future wife. I could like what's the name of the one of the Olsen, what's her first name?
Oh, Elizabeth Olsen.
Elizabeth Olsen. I couldn't remember her first name. I can like as much as I want, but I'm never gonna meet the girl a day in my life, so I can say whatever I want about it. But I think she's a much better female character, and she's a little crazy. I like crazy. Come on.
Yeah, it's right. We like a little bit of. We like chicks that are a little bit on edge and whatnot.
Tweaking out and shit for no reason.
Don't tweak it out. Don't tweak.
And I would tweak out too if my brother died like that. I tweak out every minute.
Yeah, if you didn't see Age of Ultron, too bad.
So sad.
I'm pretty sure everybody who's watching this has watched some sort of comic book movie that's out there. If you haven't, well,
or read the comic books. I mean, the old Civil War, not that new garbage that's coming out. Civil War 2.
Oh yeah,
My brother called me last night. He said, "Yo, you gonna get the Civil War 2?" I was like, "What?" He said, "Civil War. They're making it. Wouldn't you learn from the first goddamn Civil War? You can have another Civil War? Oh my God!" And now I guess Miss Marvel is leading the group against Iron Man. I'm like, "Oh my God, you guys are gonna do this
again."
Oh man! I said, no. You can buy that section or that series of Civil War, and then you can read my Civil War, and you can tell me which Civil War is the best. But nonetheless, lives, people die. It's a Civil War. And it's Civil War 3. Who's gonna run it? Thanos this time? Done with that.
Oh man. Hey man, if you run out of ideas, just redo what worked before, right?
Yeah. Iron Man 55. We're gonna be 48 years old, 60 years old, watching Iron Man
but
for the 12th time.
To be fair, these comics have been going on for decades now, long before some of us were even born. So you're eventually gonna run out of ideas if you do something for that long. I mean, how many times have Batman and Superman fought each other in the comics?
But I mean, you could do something over again and not have to do the Civil War again. Like, oh my God, why would you do that? Like, you guys didn't learn from this first war. I mean, I would love to see. I know there's a storyline, Marvel 1602.
Yeah.
And it was really small storyline. Maybe do something like that, or maybe do a World War II arc, and not only Captain America, but maybe introduce some of the other superheroes during the World War II. I know Wolverine at one time met Captain America during World War II. Something different.
Well, you know they can't have the X-Men crossover because Fox has the rights.
No, it was comics.
Yeah.
As far as comic goes, Marvel can do it. Oh, I'm sorry, Disney should do it. Doesn't Disney own whatever?
Fuck these studios. And no, you can't have these characters in this and whatnot. Even though it would have made for a much better movie.
And they can't say mutants in the Age of Ultron. They have to say gifted people or youngsters or special. That one I'm retarded. I'm sorry, handicapped. No.
It's corporation.
Yeah.
Corporations.
Shame.
Business. It's just business, bruh. It's just business.
I guess.
In news that makes me smile and puts a shit-eating grin on your face. Punch-Out has a new Easter egg of a dude in the crowd ducking to let you know when to hit Piston Honda.
Boop.
I just find it funny that in this digital age where information is readily available, that somebody is just now discovering this, 30 years later? 30 years later. What is it? Original Punch-Out came in 88, I believe. So yeah, almost 30 years that this secret has been out there, and yet somebody is now just discovering it.
I can't believe someone took the time to sit there and discover it. It's like shit. Wow, and whoever discovered it, all credit to you. I hope you discovered
man, props to you, man.
But I mean, I wouldn't sit there and go to play Duck Hunt and be like, all right, shit, shoot out the goddamn duck, did something like the fucking feather fell off, and oh, there you go, automatic kill for the duck. You know, like it's cool. I'm not knocking you. I'm happy you found that. You know, I mean, you may help the people that you know, like me. Oh shit, now I just gotta remember this, and I can always knock them out. You know. More power to you. I hope you find something else that we haven't seen before. It's like, you know, looking into one of those time capsules all over again, I guess, in my opinion.
Yeah, good old Punch-Out. It's just funny how people just now discovered it. Almost 30 years later. It's just interesting to me. Let's see, what else I don't really have all that much to talk about. I mean, I guess we could talk about the Nintendo NX and what we think about that.
I just bought a Wii U, and I'm not going to be buying it. Oh, I shouldn't get all angry about it, but you know what? I can't get angry about it. I'm afraid that my Wii U is probably 2 years old. My biggest gripe is going to be, am I going to be forced to buy another system, or am I okay with the one that I have? Are they still going to make games for the one that I have? Because if that's the case, I'm not buying no more. I'm done, Nintendo. I'm sorry. You know, I love you guys and all, but you guys can go suck a frog, eat an onion and shit, because I'm not gonna buy another system. Screw that shit. I'm not gonna do that. No, man.
I don't blame you, man. I want this whole generation and no proper Metroid game.
And the PlayStation, really what is that too? The PlayStation doing the same goddamn thing with the 4.5 or the 4.5.
Yeah, the 4K, the PlayStation 4K. Yeah.
No, man, buy no PlayStation 4.5 or 4 3/4 or whatever the hell what it's going to be called. It's lighter and faster. It's still black. It's still a PlayStation. And then what got me upset is I was watching someone stream and they said that the PlayStation that's out now is going to be the poor person's PlayStation. The person that has to work 2 jobs.
Some asshole on the No channel made that comment, and it really
was, because there's a lot of people out here.
Hey, asshole! Guess what? Not everybody has money growing in the back of their fucking yard.
A lot of people don't have not let alone 2 jobs, let alone 1 job, let alone any job, and they scrape and they save their money. I mean, there was a time that I had a really good job, so I was able to buy these certain things, and I can still get the things that I want. But I'm not gonna go and say that the PlayStation out now is a poor man's PlayStation, is a two job working at McDonald's. That's rude. Whoever said that should get chopped in the throat. Well, how about you buy?
Tell them how you really feel.
How about you buy people PlayStation? If you make so much money, how about you do something good once a year in your life and stop talking about how much money you make? How about you just buy someone a PlayStation or raffle it off or something like that? And people are going to hear this and say, well, he has every right to say that because that's the type of money he makes. You know what? You have every right to say whatever you want, but when you say something, think about how it impacts somebody else. Just because this person has 2 jobs or 3 jobs and they're saving to get this something for themselves or for their kid doesn't make them better than you or you better than them. So I think this PlayStation is the way to go. Unless you want to buy a 4K TV that's $1,600, by all means. But then again, if you buy a 4K TV and a 4K PlayStation, is it going to be able to work with me? And I don't have a 4K TV and a 4K PlayStation. Are the graphics going to look different? Are you going to? So it's a whole bunch of things that I don't know, I'm uneasy about. I'm just trying to make more money. Is the price going to drop down on this one?
It better damn well.
It better be at least $250. $250 and throw in an extra controller. Throw in a free game. There you go.
That'd be good.
But you know, GameStop's gonna fuck it all up and charge you $400.
Oh shit!
They're gonna throw in a system. They're gonna throw in 2 games. They're gonna throw in a year subscription, and then after 2 years from now, you're gonna trade all that shit back in and get $2 for it.
No, speaking of GameStop, you had a little accident that happened a few weeks ago.
Ain't no accident. The dude at the store is stupid.
Yeah, right about this. So about this and more fuck GameStop news.
Yeah, you know, if this works out well and this is successful, I'm gonna make it my point to talk about GameStop all the time and about every bad experience I have with them.
Go ahead.
People need to know. And you know, some dude put on my Facebook. Because I wrote, I'm never going back to them. And to this day, I have not. You are my witness. I have not gone back to them since. And he was like, everyone goes to GameSpot. No, your dumb ass goes to GameSpot.
No.
So
we go to Flashback Games.
Yeah.
And Bookman's.
Yeah.
And Fallout Games, which are right here in the Valley. We don't go to the fucking GameStop. No, that's where I go to get my games. I don't ever go there.
So we all know, whoever's watching, if you don't know, those little exclusive pop figures that you get a Hot Topic or even GameStop has them. Or fuck stop. I don't like them.
Yeah, and yes, we are grown men who collect pop figures.
Who
fuck off.
People out there control. People say that we're kids because we play video games. I don't give a fuck, man. You don't.
I don't give a fuck.
You send me $100 a month, and you can say whatever you want about me. So I ordered these 2 exclusive figures. And there's Chase figures, Chase or limited edition figures.
Yeah, that extremely rare to find.
Really, I mean, I got a better chance finding Amelia Earhart than finding one of these Chase figures, right? That's how rare it is, right? Yeah. So, and I bought 2, one for me and one I wanted to send one to my brother because my brother couldn't find one. So I ordered them. I go into and they call me. They go, hey, your exclusive Independence Day Chase alien figures are in. Oh shit, I'll be there in 15 minutes. I drive to the store. The guy gives me the figures. I was like, these aren't the ones I ordered. Yeah, they are. They're the alien ones. I said, I ordered Chase. C-H-A-S-E.
It specifically says on the front a big sticker, big gold sticker that says limited edition Chase. How do you mix that up with the regular alien figure?
And then the guy had the nerve to tell me, Mike. So Mike sold them already. I was like, but I pre-ordered these and I just got the call that they were in. So from the 10 minutes. And I don't drive slow. I'm from New York. I drive fast. So from the 10 minutes it took me to get from my house to the GameStop, you guys sold something that I pre-ordered. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. There's no excuse for your ignorance. You knew what I pre-ordered, and people can.
You fucking knew.
People are gonna say, "Well, he made a mistake. Give him the benefit of the
doubt." No.
When I make a mistake, I don't get no benefit of the doubt.
No.
We get ripped into.
Yeah, we make a mistake. People rip us to shreds. We're used to it. We don't make a complaint about it. But when you work at fucking GameStop, you know that this is limited edition.
They had one of the
limited edition.
They had one in the drawer. They had one in the desk drawer, and when I said give me that one, the guy said no, this is for me, and he closed it.
Straight up
told me that, and then I complained to the district manager and to the GameStop Corporation. They didn't do nothing about it. We're doing an investigation. It's been 3 months now, and the investigation is still going on. Fuck you, Joshua. That's the guy who fucked up, and Mike is the guy who sold my shit. If you're the guys who, if I had a pipe bomb, I would throw it into that damn store. That's how pissed off I felt.
Yeah, I won't blame you. I won't blame you at all.
Never again I'm going to GameStop. I don't even know why I have to go to GameStop. I mean, you buy a game, you buy 17 games at $60 a pop. You go back and trade them in, and you only get $17 for them, and then GameStop marks them back up for $40.
Yep.
Why? You want to use game? You want to use game that back? Buy it digitally. Buy it through your system. And then
No. Well, I can make a whole separate rant on how that's bullshit.
Well, I mean, I would say this. In my opinion, I don't ever want to support them. I hope they close. I hope they close forever and never open up again. Those guys are.
We could just get our games from Amazon or whenever they go to Flashback and Bookman's.
They're worse than the devil. GameStop is worse than the devil.
We can go buy it there.
No, guys, it takes one person to say something, and then when you have a bad experience, let them fuck up on your pre-order, and then you're gonna understand about the way I feel about it. Mm-hmm. And he didn't even offer to fix the solution. I said, can you call the warehouse and see if they have anyone in stock? Well, that's gonna be really hard because pick up the phone and call. And then he was like, well, how about I just give you your money back? I didn't even ask my money back. I didn't ask my money back. He's like, hey, well, here's your money back. I was like, I didn't ask my money back.
I didn't ask for my money back. I want my fucking chase figure.
I want what I ordered. And then there was a line of people behind me. There's a couple of kids in the store. So I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna start dropping bombs. I'm not gonna get all excited over this because there's people. And there was like this little girl behind me, like tugging on my shirt because she wanted to pay for her thing. So I was like, all right, let's just leave. But never again. No GameStop.
Really?
Would I go to?
Well, that's disingenuous of them tugging on you when you're clearly upset. You want to get something that you ordered, and they're like,
well, no, she was like 7 or 8. So she was like, you know, Miss.
Where the fuck were her parents? Were their parents with her?
I don't know. They were walking around the store, might be doped up or something. I don't know.
Failure of parenting.
Yeah, that's my rant about maybe something from now to the next one we do. If we do another one and it works out well, I may have some more fucked up news.
You know what's really fucked up? Is that the one that you asked me to pre-order down on the west side. I went over there. They had it.
Yeah,
they had it to me. They called me.
Yeah, they called me.
So why the fuck didn't they do it for you?
Because maybe I live by the dumb GameStop and not the smart GameStop.
No, trust me, they're not exactly the smartest ones over there either. But I guess the reason is because whenever I'm in there to browse around and stuff for whatever amiibo pop figures that they have, they're usually pretty cool to me about it.
This one, no, I disgusted about them.
It's all right. Bad karma always comes back.
I hope it does.
What else do we want to talk about? I guess we could talk about VR gaming and how we feel it's going to affect the gaming industry in the long run.
I'm not excited about it.
No?
I mean, there was one game I was excited about. I think there was a VR one.
Yeah, the Ace Combat one and the Eve Valkyrie one that we watched was pretty exciting.
Ace Combat, I'm pretty excited for it. The last Ace Combat I played was the one for the Xbox 360. I know there was one after called Horizon or something like that, but I didn't play that one. I played that one for the Xbox 360, and I thought that was pretty good. Mm-hmm. But I'm not gonna be the motherfucker online waiting 4 days camping out with my cheesy poofs and my soda.
Fuck that.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Nope.
Cheesy poofs and my Mountain Dew waiting online.
Doritos and Mountain Dew.
No, I'm not gonna do that. Again, you guys buy the VR system. You let me know how it is. But if I do buy it, I need more than 4 games to come out, and I need something that's gonna really want me to do it. Like maybe a VR Lord of the Rings. I can assume the role of an elf or Numenor or whatever, or a ranger or something. Or Ace Combat seems good, or maybe I can get into an actual
Ace
Armor
Combat
Core.
is really the one that I've been looking for.
Armor Core VR. How about something like that? I can get into the damn Mech Warrior or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah, I remember like the little mini VR games that they had like 20 years ago back at GameWorks, where you would be in the little cockpit and whatnot, and it would make you feel like you're in an actual fighter jet. I hope they have that feeling when Ace Combat comes out.
Tron VR.
Oh shit, dude! Yeah, fuck yeah! I would like that. Yo, whenever VR gets perfected and if they come out with that, then I'll consider buying VR.
Just know that we said it first. Tron VR. Someone's gonna make that game. Look what I just came up with. No. We said that.
It probably is already out there, and we just don't know about it.
Those developers are gonna make Marvel Legos like 16 more times before they even think about that.
Yeah. Fucking Legos. Now, see, VR. I feel like nowadays with the technology that we have, it has potential to be something beneficial for the long run. But for now, I'm just kind of wait it out and see if they fix out all the bugs and issues and whatnot. And when they actually come out with, when the games actually drop that I want to get, then I might consider getting VR. For now, the only ones that interest me are Ace Combat, Eve Valkyrie, and that one Riggs. The one with the rollerball and the roller skaters and mechs and whatnot. Right now, those are the only games that I'm considering getting. And I believe all 3 of those are available for the PlayStation VR.
Yep, all of them.
So we'll see. I mean, I don't have a powerful enough PC to run the HT Vive, and I haven't seen too many games from that I want to get. It seems like now a lot of the games that are coming out now are just tech demos, which is fine. But you know, I want to wait to see all the games that are perfected that I want to play.
That bar that we go to, the gaming bar that we go to, they're going to be getting a PlayStation VR.
Oh.
So when they get a PlayStation VR, we can actually play it for free
at
the bar.
We'll go ahead and check it out.
And let you know how it is.
See what it's all about. Because if anything, that'll be the only VR headset that I get, since we both own a PlayStation 4, and that would be the one that would be readily available to us nearby for us to go play. What was the other one? Star VR.
Never heard of that one.
I like that VR headset because it's like a full 210 degree panoramic view and whatnot, so it makes you feel more immersed into it. Unlike what was the Oculus Rift? It had like 2 panels that you look at.
Like I'm gonna go scuba
diving. Yeah. Instead of like a whole horizontal viewpoint.
Scuba diving.
You just got like 2 panels and one. Like, no, that's not VR. That's not the fucking VR that I want to play. That's the VR that I played like 20 years ago. That was garbage.
Like this big.
It was all experimental.
It was a 40-inch TV. You're like, I'm gonna carry it on my face.
Yeah, in my mind, you gotta have that panoramic view if you're gonna have any VR that's gonna be perfected and whatnot. But VR, the only issue that I have with VR gaming is some developers saying that it's gonna be the future of gaming.
No, I don't think so. I think consoles are always going to stay around. People say the same thing about comic books. Comic books are still around. Some people prefer. You can even say that about those Kindles and Nooks. You know, why have an actual hard copy book when you could just get a Kindle and digitally download it? People like to feel it in their hands. People want to touch it and hold it. That's something about humans in general. The touch and the feel of the actual thing. I think consoles are still going to be around. Are they going to maybe eventually die? I don't say for them. Probably after I'm dead, they might be gone. I ain't planning to die no time soon, hopefully. Knock on wood.
Knock on wood. Here's the thing, man. Since the dawn of gaming, consoles and PC have always been the backbone of gaming, of this whole gaming industry. It always will. Motion controls, VR, they're accessories, they're peripherals, they are trends, they are temporary. Maybe they'll be around for a long time, maybe they won't. What is it? They said years ago that handheld gaming was going to be the future game. Now, handheld gaming is still around. It's not as prevalent as it used to be because of the rise of mobile gaming, which I wish would just fucking die already. I fucking hate it.
You don't like Clash of Clans? Man,
fuck off
you
with
want Angry Birds?
Fuck off with that. Fuck off. Just fucking die already. I hate mobile gaming so much. The reason why I hate mobile gaming so much is because the assholes who play it. The assholes who play it were the same people who 30 years ago were laughing at people like us for playing video games, and now you're out there thinking that you're a gamer because you play fucking Clash of Clans.
People still laugh at us because we play video games.
Kiss my ass. Kiss my ass. You can fuck off with that.
There's a lot of hate in your heart. Emperor Palpatine will be proud of you right now.
Yeah. There is no defense against the dark side.
If he was alive right now, well, actually, if he probably is still alive. He's a Sith Lord.
He's alive and well. His aura fills the air.
It fills in everyone's heart.
Yeah, the dark side is prevalent with a lot of people.
Yep. With me, I know that for a fact. That guy Gamestop I almost saw red. I'm gonna jump over that counter and fucking get that Street Fighter kick on his ass.
Sure, you can that candy ass. Hadouken!
Came in the register when I went to the air.
Psycho Crusher!
What you doing? No way. I'm flying home right now. I'm doing the Psycho Crush. It's good.
Yeah, it's all good. You know, just here to release my psycho power on this asshole who fucked up my order.
Yeah.
And yeah, here we go. Yeah, mobile gaming, VR gaming. I believe it will be around, but I don't think people are, or at least I'm not going to be gaming on VR as much as a lot of people are. And here's the other concern that I have with VR. Doop-a-doop-a-doop. Check this out. So if VR were to be implemented long term, I wonder, and this is just, I guess, my scientific brain thinking, I wonder how many neurological and vision diseases are going to are going to rise because of long-term exposure.
Wake up in the morning and half my brain came out my ass. I end up looking like that handicapped horse from Family Guy that ran sideways. Yeah. Shame on me, man. And then you know what? If that happens to you, that's your fault. You end up taking This is something that's going to be marketed to the mass of us, and this is going to be the first generation. You know, the first generation always has issues with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's fine. I think it will be perfected eventually, but for now, I'm not going to be buying.
You want to kill your brains? Eat McDonald's. At least you're gonna have a meal. I'm not. People like McDonald's. That's cool. I used to like it a long time ago. I'm just saying, if you want to do something good and do it wrong, do it good and do it wrong right. That's what I'm saying.
Oh man, God, I wish your wife was here so we could talk about that Tracer controversy that's been.
She won't be here for the next 45 minutes.
Oh man, that whole Tracer controversy. I'm using air quotes because of this whole controversy thing. Motherfuckers getting all bent out of shape because they show a character's butt. It's not the essence of Tracer. This is totally going against her character. Why is she doing these overly sexualized poses?
So do we get Power Girl and Black Widow and all the other scantily clad Marvel characters and DC that have really big breasts and make them all A cups just to make everyone happy? You know?
Yeah.
So maybe I should find a really nice old...
I mean, that doesn't go against their character, but yet it's still there.
So they don't need to buy the game then. If you don't like Tracer's ass, don't buy the game.
They already changed it.
Well, you told me they censored it.
Yeah.
So
they didn't censor it. They just changed the post. So where she's like... Before it was like she shows her booty. Now it's kind of like that knee up, kind of like Bayonetta pose.
Oh, that's lame. Cammy, one of the most hottest street fighter characters in the world.
And one of the most prevalent female characters in gaming history.
She has the biggest camel toe I've seen in my life. The Capcom you know what? We're just gonna make that kind of cool, kind of cover it up a little bit.
And Cammy's not really one to have overly sexualized gestures in her character.
That thong look like it hurts.
It's there because it makes her stand out from all the rest of the... Well, she was the second Street Fighter character, female Street Fighter character.
Yeah, Chun-Li was the first, right?
Yeah, Chun-Li was the first. She's been a prevalent character ever since. Nobody complains about Cammy.
Because people try to... The problem with people nowadays, they pick and choose...
Nor shouldn't they.
They pick and choose wars. You know, and it's fine to pick and choose your war, but pick and choose a war you can win. Don't pick on... It's a video game character. If you don't want... Don't buy it for your kid, man. But you know what? Your kid's gonna go to GameStop and get it for whatever price they need it for because GameStop ain't gonna check their fucking ID. Trust me. Trust me. They ain't gonna check shit. And if they do check it, they're gonna look at it real fast and they know how to add. You was born in 1902? Oh, well, no, not even. Some kid walked up. I remember one day, and I was behind the line at GameStop, and they checked this kid ID, and this kid was like, "Hey, can you buy this game for me? I'm not old enough to buy it." So I said, no, I can't do that. I'm going to get in trouble. So the kid got there, and they checked his ID, and again, the game, he's not old enough to... I was like, whatever, not my circus, not my monkeys.
Yeah, exactly. Not my kid either. Not my kid
was born,
either. He turns out to be an asshole. That's his parents' fault.
If the kid was born in 2000, he's probably 16 right now.
Yeah.
If you can't figure out your math, you probably shouldn't be working on GameStop.
Yeah, you should be working.
I was like, holy shit.
Oh, my God.
He just bought a game that's rated M. I said, that's more power to that kid. Good for him.
Yeah. Good for him.
I feel bad for that guy. I've known people that got fired over that. And it's good for them. If you can't, dude, give me a second. I need to figure out your age. What's embarrassing about saying that?
You let everybody know that you a dum-dum and you should be working there.
You might as well be a dum-dum and still have a job than a dum-dum and get no job. And then we end up paying for those dum-dums.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Tony's gonna be a rant. Sorry, guys.
No, don't be sorry. Fuck it. This is what we're known for. We nitpick the shit out of everybody. That's what we do. We aren't apologizing for shit. If you do some shady shit, we're gonna call you out on it. That's how we roll. That's how we do things. Well, that's all I got on my notes right now, and I think it's been quite the podcast of rants and shit. We'll see how the viewers think about this.
Yeah, I mean, if the viewers like it, let us know. If you don't like it, then let us know. But if there are also topics you want us to talk about, I mean, I'll be awful.
Yeah, there's plenty of things to talk about that will get us nitpicking and ranting. That if you guys want to hear about, because we really don't. What should we call it?
I want to hear some of your fucked up GameStop stories. Put them in the comments.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can talk about that. We can talk about some of the things that you hate, or maybe some of the theories of how you feel about Titanfall, and how you feel about the VR, and how you feel about the Final Fantasy. Tell us your comments. I mean, we are actually.
Yeah, we do read them.
We do read them. We're probably we're probably the only few people that actually sit there and read our viewers' comments, and will be give you the time of day to respond back.
Yeah, that's what we do. Anyway, this has been the GCN podcast. Thank you guys for listening and watching, and maybe we'll catch you next time.
Maybe not. Peace.
Toodaloo.